Welcome back. Let's get you up to date with the latest information on Hurricane Jimena, now more than 700 miles to the east of Honolulu tonight. Let's take a closer look together. It actually did strengthen a bit over the past 6 hours. Winds now at 85 miles an hour. Its path, though, still showing some recurving, which appears to move in our direction. But again, as we said, no major threats for us at this point, especially because that track on Wednesday is so far out. It's very hard for us to predict what we think will happen. Here's a look at some other storm forecast models that pull up similar projected paths here. Many of them continue to push Jimena in that westerly direction, missing the state. This could mean, though, for us about early next week, lighter winds, humid weather, even some heavy rain, and we've seen this play out so many times this season, so our weather team is watching that. Jimena, though, is showing its presence. Here's a shot from Sandy Beach earlier today. East-facing shores across the state under a high surf warning. On the East Pacific off of Mexico, we're still watching Tropical Storm Kevin. This is no threat to us. It's thousands of miles to the east of the state and actually will start to die out. But there is another potential storm that could be forming off of Mexico. If that is the case, the next storm name on the list is Linda. And right now it's showing about a 70% chance we will see formation in the coming days. We don't know at this point if it will move in our direction, but keep in mind, this is where Hurricane Jimena, Ignacio, Hilda, Guillermo, all of those systems that eventually made it over to Hawaii were born. You can see here Kevin dying out by tomorrow. All right, heading back home, let's take a look at what's happening here. High surf, not triggered by any hurricane. In fact, it is moving into South Shores. This was a scene today out at Kewalo. Mahalo to Mr. James Miura for capturing the action for us. High surf advisory posted up for all South Shores. This thing getting bigger tomorrow, running about 7 to 10 feet. So again, be careful. Island by island weather forecast, starting off with Kauai. We put the chance in for showers and slight chance for thunderstorms by tomorrow afternoon for both leeward and windward spots. Better chances for leeward sections because of the daytime heating. But all in all, it's still going to be a hot and humid one tomorrow. 88 degrees, your high temp in Kapalua. But remember, when you factor in the humidity, sometimes it feels like triple-digit heat out there. So the factor is to stay cool and stay well hydrated. It is summer, right? This is very unseasonable stuff, but again, all a result of El Nino. So extended weather here rolling into the rest of Labor Day weekend. Whew, the trades making a comeback, even though it'll be a light one. We'll take it. Some relief, drier weather. It looks like that'll be the case Sunday into Monday. And then it's a question mark as to what Jimena will do and how it'll impact our weather pattern right about Wednesday, Thursday of next week.
But the key thing, chance of trade winds this weekend.
You got to look at the good stuff. Yeah.
Sounds good. Moni, thank you. All right, after 25 years of ranking beaches, the professor known as Dr. Beach is starting his list of best beaches over from scratch.